Hey everybody, welcome back to the Running MP, and tonight I want to talk to you guys about foam rolling. I personally do foam roll, and I've been doing it throughout my entire running journey, and now that I'm running again, I'm doing it even more so. But this time I'm kind of looking at things of, does it even matter, and what is the proof that this stuff actually works? As you can see, there are tons of different styles of foam rollers. There's, the portable stick kind, there's this, one here, and there's, the vibrating sort here. The question that I had is, does actually do anything? And I'm going to answer those questions in this video. I'm going to talk about what exactly foam rolling is. Are there any studies, grounding evidence in foam rolling to make it worth your while? And some quick reasons that foam rolling could be useful for runners. And then I'll go over some quick foam rolling exercise. So let's jump right in. So first off, what is foam rolling? Well, foam rolling is a form of self-myofascial release in which the pressure applied from the external foam piece here directly over your skin through your subcutaneous tissue to your fascia just over your line, your muscle, can help break up any knots, any tension, and hopefully inspire blood flow. And what you want is to reduce the overall soreness. You want to increase flexibility. You want to have a quickening of the repair process after a workout. And going into even more details, whenever we promote endurance exercise and repetitive action like running on a specific muscle group, you're going to have some swelling, you're going to have some lactic acid buildup, and you're going to have some waste items that are in there that eventually with time will subside. The swelling will go down, the pain will decrease. But as we all know, sometimes the clearance of those toxins and the clearance of those wastes can take a little bit of time. Sometimes it would be nice to have something that would accelerate the process. That's where foam rolling might come in. And we'll jump into the details of, does this actually work? Next up, is there any literature out there that talks about foam rollers for runners? Actually, there is. In 2020, there was a study done that showed that foam rolling actually does increase range of motion. Next, in 2017, there was a study done that actually showed that foam rolling is both better than static and even dynamic stretching. This one focused specifically on flexibility of the hamstrings and the quadriceps and actually preserved muscle strength and can actually be used as a warm-up routine. This one's pretty good. In 2015, it showed that foam rolling actually decreases DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. That one's pretty good. And then finally, a systematic review done in 2020 showed a combination of dynamic stretching plus foam rolling as being a great combination of increasing flexibility and decreasing overall turnaround time. But the literature out there seems to suggest that foam rolling is a safe and effective tool that can be utilized for runners. But of course, listen to your body and don't do anything that's going to harm you. The links for all these studies can be found down in the description. Is foam rolling actually good for runners? And as we alluded to, that foam rolling is a form of self-myofascial release, and the muscles involved, especially with running, in the lower back, the hips, the quads, the hamstrings, the calves, and the IT band all can benefit from foam rolling, as these areas tend to swell up, get uncomfortable, and it can benefit from the increased flexibility of foam rolling. And then finally, what specific types of foam rolling exercises are available for runners? As you can imagine, anything from the hips down is going to be involved with running. It can be argued that running is a full body exercise and that the entire body is utilized, but for the most part, the things that we want to focus on are from the hips down. First muscle group is going to be the quadriceps. Those are going to be in the front thigh area, and you're going to lay down on the floor. As you can see here, I'm demonstrating this. These are exercises that I do for my personal running, and this may or may not be appropriate for you. So again, listen to your body and don't do anything that is going to cause yourself significant pain or harm. This is what I do. Laying down and starting with the foam roller just above my knees, rolling all the way up to my hips and then back down again. And I'll pause on any sore area for approximately 15 to 30 seconds to really let that area release. Then next up will be the hamstrings, which are just located directly behind the quadriceps. And in this case, you're going to be sitting on the foam roller and repeating the same process. Next up will be the calf, or the gastrosoleus complex, just above your Achilles tendon, all the way up to for the bend of your knee. It should be noted that the foam roller should not be making too much direct contact over joints or bony prominences, as these areas can actually become sore and perhaps even injured through the exercise of foam rolling. So mainly just stick to the fascia. And I'll say specifically that for me, the calf is actually quite a hot spot for me. I do have high arches and I have a tendency to get really tight heel cords, and my Achilles really gets very, very tight, and I've had plantar fasciitis in the past. And so I really try to focus on an area that I know is prone to extra stress and extra breakdown, and hopefully not, but probably injury if I were to ignore it. So I focus on some of those areas that I really know are prone to injury. And finally, the IT band. Now the IT band is going to go from the ball of your hip all the way down just above your knee, and as you can see in this video, I'm working on that now. This one can be tricky as it requires balance, and it actually can be quite painful because most of us, the IT band is kind of a sweet spot, and by sweet I mean it can hurt. So this one, take it slow, take it easy. Now a lot of the guides will say start with a nice soft foam roller and start with small amounts of time and little bitty bouts, and I would agree with that. You really want to ease yourself into this. Don't be surprised if perhaps you end up a little bit sore after. As with anything else, drink plenty of water, get rest, get decent nutrition. If you're new to running in general, listen to your body, of course, and just ease into that. And just as a final note, this video is not telling you you should foam roll, it's just answering the question of, does foam rolling actually make sense? Does spending money on devices like foam rollers actually do anything? And it does seem to suggest that yes, it does. But like anything else, this is just one piece of the puzzle. You know, the shoes, the running, the foam roller, all the things, it all is one big collection of things that all go into this beautiful art of running. And I just wanted to answer that question tonight, and hopefully this video finds you well. Go ahead and click like, click subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.